right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this time, Rosen will throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action here with Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
180. 98's the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. 80.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 37. Check 37.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. These two teams all tied after one.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Like 20. Like 10, like 10. Off the screen. No spacing.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Hey, alert, alert.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And the Steelers first down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's White, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's brought in by Dodson. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver, get your hands up. Otherwise, the ball's going to stick right between your numbers in your chest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On play action, Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Rosen. That's complete. It's Bell. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen on the completion, Frank Gore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 78 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to him. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Rosen off the play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, it's Rosen. It's complete. It's Gore. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your...
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. On third down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Maher is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's checking. Pilot, 64, weak. All right, come on.
Here's Bell. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hug.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Rosen. Jets. Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Check 25, check 25. Alert, alert, alert. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll try to jet sweep with Nelson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
180. We go. Under 10, under 10.
Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. That is caught. It's Perriman. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rosen will throw. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Safe. 6-6, pull it high. Hug. 54's Mike. Check. Hey, seam 6.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. Herndon's got it complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rosen, and he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now it's Rosen looking toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal, a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So the previous play a big help as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down. Here's Rosen. He's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But